How's it going, everyone? I'm Contemption. We are nearing the end of our Heroic Anthem. We have just under 2 days left. We are struggling to keep up in the top 20 here. I'm really hoping that I can get this extra coin for Season of Conquest. That way I can use it in the shop next time this event comes around. But let's just go over what we learned, what was good, what was bad, what was ugly, because there was some ugly things. And yeah, we'll see. We'll try and figure out what we're gonna do for next KvK, especially with World of Alliances. I have no idea how we're going to work that in 1937, but let's talk about it and take a look. Okay, so first off, we're already in this screen. Let's take a look. Crusader achievements, I pretty much nailed everything except for the 30 million kills. I could have pushed for 30 million kills if I wanted to do some trades with people, if I wanted to do some scheduled fighting. If I would have been around for when level 4 passes opened, I probably could be much closer, and then field fighting would have made sense. Unfortunately, I don't think it's worth it to try and push 8 million kill points, especially when people are offering T1 trades in Lost Kingdom chat. No thanks. I have enough T1 kills in my stats. I don't need more. Coalition wise, we're going to hold the ziggurat. It just closed. The final bubbles up, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't think we're going to get one of these. Yeah, 2 other camps. I don't think we're going to get that. I think that went to our allies. Everything else we got. I'm not going to get, of course, Kingdom's Might 3 because I don't have 30 million kills. So there are 3 achievements I'm not going to get, but otherwise it's been fantastic. Bastions, I kind of stopped doing Bastions. Not really much of a point. I'm probably going to get one more research off for a few more coins for the shop. But besides that, did pretty well. Got them pretty high. Capped a bunch of them. In hindsight, the ugly part was the final credit card bill, of course. Now, that wasn't overly impressive. Didn't even get a 6th March for most of the fighting. I didn't get it until after King's Landing. I didn't have the best of tech. I did have a 3 million troop capacity rally, which was awesome, and did get to use that a couple times. But unfortunately, even with full legendary gear, I did do some swapping around here. Let's quickly fix this because this isn't helping my Lost Canyon setup. But actually, no, I don't even put that with him. Where do I usually put this? I'll go like that. But even a setup like this, even if I had the Horn of Fury, this isn't actually great. And I'm in the way there. To be a rally lead nowadays, you kind of need all of this specialized. The stats from specialized on stats like this are just so much better that if there's somebody else online who has even half of these specialized, you just have to give it to them, especially because their crystal tech's going to be just as high or not or higher. So this gear, unfortunately, isn't even good enough to be a rally lead. It kind of stinks, but the trades just aren't worth it. You have to have full specialized gear and full crystal tech to be able to rally some of these 3 million capacity alliance fortresses. There's just no way around it. The only opportunity I had to really rally was either cities. There was a couple, I'll put a card up at the top, a couple cities we took down, and then an alliance fortress that they weren't even really garrisoning very, very hard. They were kind of just fighting their last stance in an alliance fortress. I'll put a card up at the top for that. So it wasn't the best way to test things. I don't think the Crystal Tech was worth it. The only 2 purchases I regret for Crystal Tech was the silver and gold chests that I bought. I only bought 1 of each, but in Canadian dollars, that's about 235 bucks after tax for those 2. So I think next KvK, I'll eliminate that, and I'm just going to stick to field fighting. I do really good in open field, even with 5 marches. I've got great commanders for field fighting. So I think I'm just going to stick with that next time. I'm not going to push as hard. I'll still do, a few $100, for Crystal Tech, but I will not go that hard. It just doesn't feel worth it. The 7 marches, I am going to be sad. I'll show you. That's the best way to look at it. 7 marches is fantastic. I wish I could take it home. You have 5 gem gathering, card up at the top for that. My favorite pastime. You've got, 2 extra marches for barbs, or 1 march for ancient runes, another march for barbs. It's been fantastic. I love having 7 marches. Maybe one day that will just be, Academy 30. You'll get to unlock that, Castle 30. Maybe something to look forward to in the future. But Crystal Tech, I don't think I should push that hard. I don't have the gear. I have the commanders for Archer wise, which will probably change by the time the next KvK comes. I'm sure the meta will change with new commanders being released. But I don't have the gear. So it just makes more sense to focus on what I can contribute to. I did really good. I will put a picture up right now over there. Did really good on stats for kills. Really helped the kingdom, I think. Could have done better. Could have showed up for level 4 passes, but I did have work things going on. I've got work, I've got wife, I've got 2 kids. You got to juggle it all, right? Otherwise, you know what? It was a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun this KvK. I do have the crystal regret, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Like, do I just, budget accordingly next time? I do kind of understand the appeal for going back to KvK Season 2 a little bit more now. We did win. This KvK was awesome, but just the price tag to actually get those kind of kills, not even getting 30 million. I don't know if I can keep up with this. Obviously, I think we're going to skip KvK 2 times, maybe 3 times. I'm not sure what the kingdom's leadership's thinking of. Unfortunately, we might not have a choice with World of Alliances because we do, of course, have our own trolls. So I'll have to bring that up in discussion eventually. But I don't know if it's worth it for the Crystal Tech. And you can't really contribute that much in even open field if you don't have decent Crystal Tech. So as much as I like Bastions and the new content, the map, I think it's great. I really like Heroic Anthem. I just don't love the Crystal Tech. I don't think that's great. It would stink to go back to KvK 2, to not be able to use all my commanders, to not be able to use some of the accessories that I've crafted. However, I still do have some great, I still have the pendant. Oh no, where did I put the pendant? I can't even remember where I put the pendant. I do have it though. I've got the pendant. I put it on Richard with YSG just for killing barbs. But it would suck to lose the Ring of Doom and the Horn of Fury, but I still have awesome accessories. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm a little torn. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I don't know where I'm going to go. I want to stay in 1937, but KvK, the Strife of the Eight, which I think they might be going for next, it just has that Crystal Tech. I don't know if I want to stick around for that. I think it might be better. I don't know if we're going to get another KvK for a while now. So we might be stuck with Strife of the Eight. So I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know how much I want to do light versus dark again, but it could be different. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have time, drop me a comment. Not sure what I'm going to do next. I did really like this Heroic Anthem. I did think it was a lot of fun. I got some awesome recording from it, but it just doesn't feel like something you can do that often. It was a lot of money to drop for something you lose. Yeah, I did get a lot of coins. I do have a lot of season coins, and after this, I think I'm going to have 4 conquest coins, 3 or 4 total. So that's awesome. I'm going to be able to buy things. I'm going to go for Twilight Falls next time I'm in Heroic Anthem. But again, I think I got to make up my mind pretty quick, because do I want to save the coins if I'm going to go back to an older or a newer kingdom? Or do I just want to spend them now and then deal with that again later on? Hopefully there's a new KvK map without Crystal Tech. Although I don't think Lilith is going to go that way because of how much money they make. But it's tough. I am going to keep trying to stay in the top 20. The gap is narrowing quickly. Thankfully, there's a good, 16,000 points to be in 21st. So I'm going to try and stay in top 20, get these extra rewards, take home that extra coin, see what I'm going to do with it. Maybe even if it's just to hold on to it. But it's tough. I don't know what I'm going to do next. It's a difficult decision. I'm going to have to think about it. Not sure what to do, but I did have a lot of fun. So I don't want to walk away from this video thinking that I didn't enjoy this KvK. I thought it was awesome. We got a lot of fighting in. We had some great victories, but it's just the credit card regret afterwards. And obviously I can pay it off. I'm not holding on to it and paying a whole bunch of interest, but could have bought, some new gear for filming. I got to save up for a new computer because the computer I use is like 6 years old. So when you're using Photoshop to edit the thumbnails, you have that little window loading. Oh, I haven't seen that in a while, and that is painful to watch. But we'll see where this goes. I'm going to just push to get to rank 20 and then try and think of what I'm going to do next. It's going to be a tough decision, but I'll figure it out, and I will post again soon. I am still working on the jumper count card up at the top, just for some extra fun on the side, see what it's like. It's pretty much the same as it was 500 and something days ago when I did it for jumping into 1937. But you know what? We'll meet some new people. We'll try some new things. We'll have some new content to post. So that could be fun. But stick around, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll have more videos. Anytime there's an event, I will post on YouTube showing you how I do it. I've got other videos that I want to do that I will also showcase. So we got lots more content coming up. I'm just not sure where we're going to go from here with my main account. But stick around and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for joining me and have a good one. Later.